Good morning, student. Today we are going to study about law of variable proportion. My dear student, law of variable proportion means that we are going to apply. What is the meaning of variable here? First, you have to understand meaning of variable. Variable means labor. Okay, whatever the labor use in production of any commodity. What is the fixed? Fixed means that is plant, machinery. You can also say that capital. This is the fixed capital. So every production we require two factor, that is a variable factor and fixed factor. My dear student, law of variable, law means rule, variable means proportion. Here you are going to make a proportion according to the fixed factor. So whatever the fixed factor given, you are making the proportion of this one. You are making the proportion with the fixed factor and variable factors. So you are making the, suppose what is this meaning? You just take the example, fixed factor, that is capital. You can take a one machine and taking the two labor. One machine, three labor. One machine, five labor. One machine, eight labor. This is called proportion. Why? Because it is a fixed factor, one machine. It means the producer is going to fix the one machine, but he is going to change the labor on two labor, is going to apply on the machine, three labor, five labor. It is called the proportion. Okay, proportion means here make the proportion of fixed and variable factor. Fixed factor is machine and variable factor is labor. So proportion of machine and labor is going to make a proportion here for producing a product. Okay, it is called variable law of variable proportion. Okay, law means rule, variable proportion. What is the variable here? 1:2, 1:3, 1:5, 1:8. Let's come to see what is the diagram of it. Diagram is what is, may I erase this one? Okay, so I am going to draw one you see how to draw a graph. Okay, this graph is going to be show the TP and MP. Okay, my dear student, so you have to also use the scale, ruler for drawing the graph. Okay, so you have to observe this graph, very easy graph. It is a graph of law of variable. It is graph of law of variable proportion. I am going to draw two graphs. One graph for TP and another graph is for MP and AP. Okay, you just observe that when AP and MP are going to be, how these are going to show on graph. My dear student, it is a very simple. When you observe this graph, you can easy to understand this table also, TP, AP and MP. So I am going to put here on y-axis, x-axis. On y-axis I am going to put TP. On x-axis I am going to take labor, that is called variable factor. On this graph I am going to take AP and MP. Okay, so what is this here? I am going to take labor 1. Labor 1. Just take labor 1. When you observe, my dear student, this labor 1 is going to be, just put it here, dot. Okay, just put it here dot, because I am going to show three cases of law of variable proportion, that is called increasing, here you put labor 1 for TP. It means we are going to assume labor, the first level, and second is that when we are going to be increase the labor, that is here you have to observe. You can also draw this way also. When I am going to increase the labor, what will happen? If you are going to increase the labor, it means you are going to change the variable on the fixed factor. So it is the labor 2. So it means that is you are going to increase the labor. That third is that when you are going to increase more labor, so what will happen? What will happen, my dear student, when we are going to increase more labor? What will happen? The TP is going to increase, but MP and AP is going to be decrease. What will happen? Labor is going to increase. Here is cases. Labor is going to increase. What will happen? You just observe here that AP and MP is going to be decreasing. So, my dear student, what we observe that you have to see graph with the help of this another color I am going to use. You can also use this color. Okay. This is called TP. Okay. This is called TP. Okay, my dear student. This is called TP. Okay. This slope can be also curved. This slope can be also curved. Okay. And this slope is also curved. What about MP? MP is going to be fall down. You start beginning here. Okay. This is called MP. Okay. This MP is going to be fall down. That is called marginal product. Okay. So what is another graph? That is average product. You have also observed that average product is also going to decrease, but it will be not a negative. Okay. But it will be not a negative. That is average product. It will be not a negative. Okay, my dear student. Come to the next topic, that is which one is stage 1, stage 2. My dear student, this is called stage 1. This is called stage 2. Stage 1 means increasing return, stage 2 means diminishing return, and stage 3 means negative return. Come to the topic, my dear student. What you observe that when you are put at this one here, okay, so you observe that there is some explanation which I am going to explain here, my dear student. See, this is the TP graph. You observe here, TP is going to be increased. Okay, no issue. When the labor is increasing, labor 1, labor 2, labor 3, and the TP is going to be increased. TP is going to increase, but TP is going to fall at certain level, but it will not touch to the x-axis. Means TP cannot be negative. You see here, when the number is increasing, TP cannot be negative. Always be positive, because whenever the producer produce some goods, some labor produce goods, it can be changes, but it cannot be negative. Come to the average product. My dear student, average product is here. AP's graph is here. Initially it was increasing, and after that is going to be fall, but it cannot be a negative. It always positive. You see here, average product cannot be negative. Why? Because total product is positive, so average product also be positive. Okay. Come to the marginal product. My dear student, when TP is going to increasing at increasing level, at this point you find out this is the stage 2, and this, when after that this crosses the stage 3, what will happen? When it comes to the stage 3, the average products comes to the negative. You can also understand this way. Stage 1, when both are increasing, TP is also increasing, AP is also increasing, MP is also increasing. But in stage 3 you observe that TP is maximum. It means total production is maximum. It is very beneficial for the producer. TP is maximum. But you can also say that when TP is maximum, MP is negative, 0. You can also say that when TP is maximum, MP is 0. Okay. This is the things you have to observe with the help of this graph, and it is called law of variable proportion. It is a very important diagram which is benefit for your examination. Thank you, my dear student.